Traveling by rail in Mexico across spectacular bridges, through serpentine tunnels and over cloud-laden mountains that taper down into lush valleys, north, south, east, or west, we are bound to experience highlights of scenic grandeur and human interest, comparing favorably with the best that the world has to offer. This particular journey takes us from the tropical lowlands of Veracruz to the mountain heights of Mexico City, through 264 miles of wonderland, ascending from sea level to an altitude of almost 7,500 feet. Our train is traveling over the first rail line built in Mexico, a marvelous engineering feat, following the very same route that was taken by the Aztec Indian runners, who relayed their messages and wares to their emperor, Moctezuma, in what is now Mexico City. In the region of Potrero, sugarcane is grown abundantly, the current crop being estimated at 35,000 tons, the bulk of which will be shipped to the United States. And this is only the beginning of what Uncle Sam may obtain from his friendly southern neighbors, for Mexico is rich in natural resources. The snow-covered mountain known as Pico de Orizaba proudly watches over and nurtures the fertile valleys around it, valleys that, in addition to sugarcane, generously produce pineapples, bananas, tobacco, coffee, vanilla beans, and countless other products. Incidentally, Mexico and Madagascar are the only two places in the world that grow vanilla in any appreciable amount, and the very finest is produced in this region. The growth of the vanilla plant and the subsequent drying of the vanilla bean are among the most difficult and economically hazardous of all forms of tropical agriculture, due to the extreme delicacy of the plant and its exacting nature in the matter of climate, soil, and rainfall. We are now arriving at the little mountain resort known as 14 de las Flores, where the charming Hotel Ruiz Galindo welcomes us with all the comforts of modern and up-to-date accommodations, not the least of which is one of the finest swimming pools in Mexico. 14 is noted for its fragrant gardenias, which grow in such abundance that this hotel alone utilizes thousands of them daily. Our rooms were literally banked with clusters of fresh gardenias, beautifully arranged by pretty little Indian maids, who were colorfully dressed in their native costumes. The chief occupation of 14's 2,000 inhabitants is the cultivation and sale of flowers, a great quantity of which are shipped daily to the larger cities of Mexico. The farewell ceremony in this romantic vale of flowers is similar to that of the Hawaiian Islands, without the aloha oe, for here the music is La Golondrina, which has come to be known as the Mexican farewell song. During the greater part of the train trip from Veracruz to Mexico City, on a reasonably clear day, Mount Orizaba is in plain sight, and each changing view of it presents a new scenic thrill. Because of the numerous streams that flow from the melting snows of Orizaba, the Indians referred to this region as the land of joyful waters. For countless centuries, the valleys of Orizaba have provided fertile soil for the native farms which stretch across the plains like patchwork quilts, reminding us again of the importance of agriculture in this region. Aside from cultivated products, Mexico is rich in minerals. Many of the gold mines from which the treasures of the Aztecs came were so well hidden by the Indians when the Spaniards invaded their mountains that they are still hidden away in the hills and valleys. Incidentally, Mexico leads the world in the production of silver. It is second in copper, third in lead and zinc, and fifth in gold. Perhaps the most outstanding of the many historic landmarks which may be seen along the route from Veracruz to Mexico City is this old Spanish fort at Puebla, where a great battle was fought on May 5th, 1862, between the invading soldiers of Napoleon III and the Mexican forces under General Zaragoza. It was one of the great battles won by Mexico in her long struggle for independence. The fort overlooks the city of Puebla, founded by the Spaniards in the 16th century, and regarded to this day as a center of old-world culture and charm. We pass many beautiful churches along the way, and within the vicinity of Mexico City, we visit the famous shrine of Guadalupe, where an apparition of the Virgin Mary is said to have appeared before a poor Indian convert, requesting him to tell his bishop that she wished a shrine to be built upon this spot. But the bishop would not believe the Indian until one day he arrived with a mantle full of roses, which he emptied at the bishop's feet, and plainly visible on the cloth of the mantle was a beautifully painted picture of the Virgin. Thoroughly convinced, the bishop caused the shrine of Guadalupe to be built, and the miraculous mantle was transferred to the church. In all ages, faith has transcended the realms of reason, and for centuries before the churches of Christianity appeared upon the soil of Mexico, the Aztec Indians worshipped at their own shrines, the mightiest of which were the Pyramids of Teotihuacán, still standing only a few miles from Mexico City. According to Aztec mythology, when all the world was in darkness, the gods gathered here and a great fire burst forth. One of them leaped into the flames and reappeared as the sun, and another leaped after him, but failed to reach the glowing heart of the fire and reappeared as the moon, hence the two pyramids to the sun and the moon. This one is the pyramid to the sun, and although it has been uncovered and subjected to much exploration, very little conclusive evidence has yet been revealed to enlighten us regarding the dark age in which it was built. Not far from the pyramid of the sun stands the pyramid of the moon, still uncovered and unexplored, as mystic as the moon itself. Countless moons and countless suns have come and gone, and each in turn has mystified and inspired the mortals who spent their little hour here and passed on into the dark valley from whence no man returned. And so time rolls its ceaseless course over the beautiful land that is now known as Mexico.